The effort to get affordable housing built in this city is largely dependent on the private sector and developers. It's something that government has acknowledged. And here today at Bloor and Bathurst, where Mirvish Village is being developed right now, it may be evidence that it's working. However, it also comes at a cost to taxpayers. At first glance, it may seem like another condo development under construction in Toronto. But when the new Mirvish Village is done, it will differ from others in the city in a number of ways. Namely, it will be rental housing, and a large number of units will be considered affordable.
We're celebrating a victory for the city and a victory for this neighborhood and a victory for the people that will benefit from this, all of which is a result of governments working together to build our city up the right way.
The federal government, through the Canadian Mortgage and Housing Corporation, promising new funding to help increase the number of affordable units as part of the project.
We have made a financial commitment of $200 million to this mixed-use housing project.
The project is already made up of 6 buildings with a total of more than 900 apartments. 366 of those will be at rents at or below 30% of the median household income. Of those, 100 are now promised to be at 80% of the average market rate in Toronto.
We're talking about $1,000 for a one-bedroom unit here. It is still very expensive for a lot of people, but if you go look for a one-apartment building in this neighborhood, it is probably half the price of what you would get in this neighborhood.
The federal funding is in addition to a number of incentives already offered by the city to the developer for building the affordable units.
It provides low-cost construction loans to developers to enable them to build affordable rental housing units in markets that are where it's needed the most.
They didn't want it to cost them too much money, which is why there's programs from the city to the federal government that are giving the supports to help them get there. But they were open for including affordable housing in their development.
An example of the deals government will now be willing to make to try and deliver on a new housing plan announced less than 2 months ago. It's also been promised that the affordable units will be scattered throughout the buildings that will be built here, and they will be done with the same quality and design as those that will be rented out at market rates.